Well, hello and happy gaming, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and well, I can't say I wasn't surprised that the Hammer of Atlas play didn't work, but the rest of the run seemed to be going fairly well. So we're gonna pop in with the same build. We're just gonna switch out Hammer of Atlas for Shock Nova, and we're gonna see how that works. Now, I am expecting that because of how Shock Nova works, first of all, it'll be faster. And second of all, oh hey look, Atlas on level 3, or 2, not 3. Now I've got, half of my build is wind, so that should work out fairly well in my favor. Yeah, this feels about right. Very good. I hope everyone is doing well in these crazy, uncertain times. I know things are a little iffy and a little difficult, but hopefully we're all making it through just fine. I know not everything is coming up roses for everybody, so I'm sorry for those of you where things aren't going so well. But I'm not going to sit here focusing just on, the bad things that are going on in the world right now. There's plenty more that we can talk about, and indeed plenty more that has a more positive impact. You go away. Alright, well I don't know if that's going to help me out a lot, but it's another spell. Yeah, the Mach Stunner Shock Nova combo seems to be a lot better. This I can get next to. Yes, it's also much more consistent than Hammer of Atlas. One of the problems I was having with Hammer of Atlas is that it was doing this thing where it would just knock enemies all around in every which direction. Which, I don't know about anyone else, but it's not necessarily what I'm looking for. I'm looking for consistency in my builds. And when I can't even determine which direction the enemies are going to be going after I hit them. I mean, again, that seems like an odd thing to complain about, considering that Hammer of Atlas is very clearly just kind of a clear everything in a circle kind of spell. But then you throw the hammer afterwards. So my first thought is, okay, if I strike the enemies in the right direction, I'll be able to essentially combo them like this. And of course that isn't going to happen if they're just kind of being merrily flung around in whichever direction they please, because screw it, we have no discipline. And again, that's being just a little reductive about it. I do like Sleepy Thunderstone. More importantly, I also like Magician's Top Hat. If I find that wand, then we're gonna have a grand old time. Now, I know what's gonna happen though. I'm gonna find Nox at every possible opportunity, and he's gonna be like, Magician's Wand? Never heard of it. I don't even know what you're talking about. Sorry about that. And then the next run he's going to be like, oh, I found that Magician's Wand you were talking about, but then no Top Hat. That's just kind of my luck. I know it well enough to know that that's going to be exactly what happens, and it's going to upset me at the time. Oh my goodness, you suck. But I do like the water cushion. Just having a nice rotating projectile shield will help a lot. And that's why I like the Chaotic Rift, because it lets me teleport through that shit. Okay, Sleepy Thunderstone is already making a name for itself, and I love it. I'm over here, sir. What did you think you were aiming at? What are you? Emerald Key. Alright, so that's going to take me immediately to the relic shop. Alright, I can live with that. That seems like a good place to start. You finalized that pattern. Alright, what do we got here? Iffy. I might want either the Blades of Sympathy or the Vampire's Sunglasses, or... what is it? Sunglasses? Eyeglasses. Alright. Incidentally, I just thought about that, and they look like the sunglasses that Alucard wears in Hellsing, so anyone who's a little bit familiar with just a little bit of anime will know what I'm talking about. No, I'm not sure if that was the intended reference, but it's the one that I picked up on. Yeah, this is working out a lot better than Hammer of Atlas. Hammer of Atlas just... I don't know. And these are, again, spells that I don't dislike, but I don't think they're going to further my agenda either. And I don't really want to work with summons when I'm trying to keep up signature charge. Okay, I should have expected that. So, I don't know, once again, I'm a little disappointed in these spells that Iris is putting out for sale. Hon, all you gotta do is sell me the upgrade. All you gotta do is sell me the upgrade to Mach Stunner and I will be happy. But using Claws of Tomo to give myself the upgraded Air Spinner right off the bat, that's a game changer. This Air Spinner is one of those basics that can almost hard carry you by itself. So, and the way that Air Spinner works is when you have it by itself, it summons the one spinner directly in front of you, and it just rotates around. So it's good at coverage, but not perfect. And enemies that have particularly quick frame data can take advantage of that quick moment where you're kind of unsure about where the attack is coming from. See, the upgraded version though has no such problem, because it will spawn a spinner directly in front of you, and then another one at directly 180 degrees from the other one, and they both spin the same way. Alright. Alright, let's see if you give me anything good. Not really. But you know what? At least I did it and I got to try. See, I couldn't do that with Hammer of Atlas. And believe me, I put in some effort. But the spell combo just wasn't good enough. Now I feel like I'm in control. And that means a lot. Alright, so I'm gonna buy both of those. And I'm hoping that we're gonna find some better stuff down the road, both relics and arcana. Because a lot of what I have is just kind of throwaway stuff that's basically meant to... Okay, this fight is starting to annoy me. Excuse me. Alright, that could have gone a lot better. Even though I was getting annoyed, it was mostly with myself. I know what I did wrong there. Alright, and on to the Wonder Twins. Hey, Dark Sage, I'm pretty sure they're called the Thunder Twins. I don't know if you know that. Trust me, I do. Alright, this is looking a lot better. For some reason, well, it's not even for some reason. I know exactly what the problem was. Just, I wasn't getting anything out of Hammer of Atlas. I really wasn't. And trust me, I was trying, because if nothing else, I wanted the Hammer Time jokes to at least somewhat land with a decent run, but I couldn't make it happen for the life of me. Okay, now Firewall's doing its job. Why do y'all want me to work with these weird, wonky, like, run into this if you would please spells? Okay, Atlas is kind of where I'm assuming the big difficulty spike is going to lie. No, that's not bad. And I do like calcifying bone mail. Like that, I think is legit worth picking up. Alright, so now more than ever, the placement of my Mach Stunner is going to be very important. And that is because the enemies are now going to be moving faster. So I need to make sure that when I place the stunner, that I'm getting at least most of them in its wake. There we go. So, nope. I need to make sure that not only am I playing things carefully, but I'm also making sure that my placement is a bit more spot on. So, not gonna lie, not a big fan of the shock wire and the firewall, but maybe there's something to these spells, but I'm just not sure it's with this build. There's the Mach Stunner upgrade, and I see you there, Thundering Chain. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. I just don't have the money. Thundering Chain is a spell that just creates a line of lightning strike that does really good damage, so yes, I will be back for Thundering Chain. That spell is going to work real well with enemies that can't do anything to resist it because of the stunner. And actually, I like Firewall more than the shock wire, so I wouldn't. But do I want to give up the firewall for a chance at something else? I'm gonna take a chance. Alright, Nocturne, what do you got for me? Snowflake chakrams. I can live with that. Alright, so this is going to essentially create an area of effect around me that's just going to do its job best when it's just keeping things at bay from me. And because of the cooldown, by the time the spell ends, it just comes right back to me. What is this? Token of Triumph. Who is this? Taffy the Pinata. I'm still looking for Nox, actually. Because he's the one that's going to help me complete this magician outfit. At least he'd better. I say that as if I have any sort of stake in how that's going to work out. Like when I'm going to be like, I demand to see your arcane manager because you didn't show up and give me that. What am I, a fucking Karen now? Come on now. By the way, yes, I am aware that there are some crazy people out there trying to label that as a slur. Like not really. If anything, it's just more of a joke. And by trying to reclassify it as some sort of horrible slur, you're actually kind of proving the whole point of what that's all about. But I'm not here to talk about things like that right now. Right now, I'm just trying to have some fun. Ow! You! Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so this run is going really well because I have a much better sense of control. I'm having no problem keeping enemies still. I'm having no problem controlling my space. Like this is working out way better than when I was trying to use the Hammer of Atlas. Yes, did I tell you the story about the spider and the fly? I don't have any summons, so that book doesn't help me very much. Alright, what do you have for me? Okay, Raspberry Cookie Box could help. Dropping more health orbs is definitely something that'll keep me going. As much as I would like to have something that improves my damage, I do openly admit I'm not having a hard time killing enemies right now. It would just be a nice little quality of life thing, but let's be fair, so is the Raspberry Cookie Box. So I'm going to wait on that because there's a good possibility that I won't need it. And I will see what Iris is selling. If she's selling the upgraded Thundering Chain, that in and of itself could be a wonderful thing. With Dark Sage, it looked like it was upgraded right there. Well, that's just the effect of the top hat. And remember, I only really took the top hat because I'm looking for the Magician's outfit. Alright, now I can just focus on you. You can only evade my wrath for so long. And then I'll remember the entangling vines that you dropped on me like 3 or 4 runs ago. Then I will make you suffer. Oh. Oh, hi fellas, how you doing? Yeah, see, that's what you get. Alright, I see Iris over there, but I didn't see what exactly it was she was selling, so... let's now head over there and see what we got. Flame Strike? No. I like Blurring Falconry a lot, and same with Blazing Lariat. I don't know if either one of those are worth picking up, though, considering I already have a run that's doing pretty well. That having been said, I really like Blurring Falconry. And Blazing Lariat will be effective against Shu. Oh. Yeah, I'm taking it. If for no other reason than I can use it in the wind area instead of the snowflake chakrams. The rest of my money I'm likely going to save because I didn't see anything. Well, no, there's the raspberry cookie box. Well, if I get enough gold, why not? It's not doing me any good to sit on a pile of gold and not spend it. Okay, I don't even need to do anything else there. There we go. So I'm starting to come around to the opinion that maybe the Claws of Tomo is one of those really high-level relics that I didn't think about immediately. Because I'm noticing that just having the upgraded air spinner right from the beginning has given me an amount of control that's just ridiculous. Oh, pardon me. Sir, all you had to do was have the wand here. And I would have said, oh my, I guess I have my answer. But no, there's no wand. Alright, so actually that was a really easy venture through Atlas's Terrace. I'm really happy about that, because normally this area gives me no end of troubles, but today, we're doing just fine. Also, remember how badly I was getting owned on my last run when I was using the Hammer of Atlas, and I didn't even get to Atlas's Terrace. Well, it wasn't there to begin with, but that's what I guess that's what I meant, even though my brain isn't working right now. Ow. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna 3-cycle this boss, but I would be very happy to. Actually, I might. Well, I came close, but taking a few stray hits from his signature attack did not do me any favors. Alright, what is this? Evading Zephyr. Nah, I'm gonna keep that. Alright, now we're on to the wind area, where fire spells are going to be more effective. So, I'm going to use that Blazing Lariat, and we'll hopefully be able to upgrade it, but you know Gain gold when taking damage. Adds a chance to evade at low health. I might want that. I might want the antiquated hobby. Okay. So once again, any plans of that nature are going to be modified by whatever Iris is selling. And once again, the enemies are going to get a little bit more increased speed and be a little bit more aggressive. So once again, I need to be careful with where I'm placing the stunner. It's a great spell, but it's only going to help me if I place it correctly and actually stun the enemies I mean to stun. Ah, look at that tiny little lariat. My goodness. Alright. Play it smart. Alright, now what's over here? Complete ownage, that's what's over here. Oh, you love to see it. Yeah, this run is much more fun than the Hammer of Atlas run. Should have just gone with Shock Nova from the beginning. I see Vampire's Fangs over there, but this time I don't feel like I need them just to survive. And you know, that could have also been a part of my downfall yesterday, is the Vampire's Fangs, because they do quite a number on your maximum health. And it's not like I didn't know that when I took it, but I was assuming that I was going to need whatever means of health regeneration I could get. And unfortunately, I made the mistake of it being at the expense of my maximum health. No, that wasn't the reason why I lost, though. The reason why I lost was very simply put, Hammer of Atlas is not a good spell. It's a creative spell, and I really like it. At least thematically I like it, but as an actual means of self-defense, it's pretty garbage. Here, you may resist wind, but you can't resist the effect of the Mach Stunner. Sir, what did I tell you about this wand? You're supposed to have a wand. The fact of the matter is, I knew that was coming from the beginning. I was like, I'm gonna take the Magician's top hat, but I am almost certain that he's not going to have the wand. And you know what? Right now, it looks like I was correct. Right now, I like my run the way it is. Though that does make me think I should try to build a perfect storm run. Perfect storm, in case you don't know what it is, just sets up a circle in front of you and just rains ice damage. One of the problems with the spell, though, is that it does not actually create any hit stun for the individual hits. Oh, I hate this fight so much. Level 3 Burst Mage is not fun, and it's almost entirely just because of all of his minions. And now that you're by yourself, this ought to be a lot easier. But of course, that wasn't going to last for very long. That was stupid of me. There we go. About freaking time. Alright. And just to stay on the safe side, come back here and do that. Alright, cool. We are in wonderful position right now. And I can't begin to tell you how happy I am that I have a run that's working with the Mach Stunner. I love that spell, I love it to death, it's so good. Ooh! Increases overall signature charge gained. I like that. Once again, though, before I just flat out purchase it, which I can't even do right now because I don't have the money, I want to wait and see what Iris is selling. Because once again, I would like the upgrade to either Blazing Lariat or Thundering Chain. And the top hat is doing a good job of giving me the occasional upgrade, but I would rather at least one of those two spells be consistent. Because if there's anything that I've learned playing a bunch of roguelike games, it's that one of the things that really wins you runs is consistency. Knowing what you're going to get when you do something. Oh, hey guys. How we doing? Could have at least given me time to prepare a welcoming present. And that would be the antiquated Tabi coming into effect there. And even though I don't have a critical hit build, you'll notice that the Vampire's Eyeglasses are still doing some good. Because even if you don't have a build that specializes in scoring critical hits, they still happen. And just that little bit of... There's the Thundering Chain upgrade. Thank you, Iris. Just that little bit of extra help is sometimes all you really need. Alright, so I'm going to leave Blazing Lariat on for the Shu fight. But for Sura, I'm going to switch it back to the Snowblade Smacky Wackies. I'm sorry, what was I saying? Snowflake Chakrams, that's it. There you go. No, that wasn't necessarily for the sake of comedy. I actually completely forgot what I was saying, so apologies for that. I sounded ridiculous. I think I am not going to buy it this time. It's not that I don't like the idea of an upgraded robe, it's just at the moment it just wouldn't be doing me a lot of good. And the reduction to my cooldowns is already significant enough that I'm getting to cast my spells much more frequently than normal, and the run speed upgrade is already nice. The other thing is, I'm looking to buy this. And I wouldn't be able to afford that if I had dropped 100 gold on something else. And we got one more relic that we can pick up, and it's just on the floor. All we gotta do is go get it. And that's going to also improve my basic by making it so that occasionally we get air bursts. I believe it's... I have to look up the actual name of it. I believe it's Breaking Twisters, but I believe that's what they're called, and that is a big help. Breaking Twister. Yep, I was right. Alright, see, we're doing so much better. Okay, that was stressful. Yeah, level 3 Strafe Archer is just not fun. Alright, and I think we can now effectively drop that and take this. Alright. Oh no, I can't afford a health potion. Whatever am I gonna do? Oh no. I can't possibly just get health from the orbs before the boss and maybe afterwards and during the Sura fight. I don't think so. And that's why I love that chaotic rift. Alright, it's gonna take a few cycles just because he does recover from stun so quickly. Alright, this is working. This is working out really well. As you can see, the water cushion actually does a lot to stop some of your enemy's attacks. I actually got through Shu without taking a hit. And that would be why the water cushion is such a good relic. Alright, so is that going to be what I want? I like Raging Inferno, but honestly, I think I'm okay with what I have. No reason to upset the apple cart this time. Now, the reason why I'm switching back to the Snowflake Chakrams is because it's probably going to be the best thing I have to deal with Sura's Null Flash agents. See, because now all I gotta do is walk around and let the Snowflake Shock... let myself burp right into the mic, it's perfect. But yeah, now I can handle the Snowflake Chakrams just by walking around. As you'll notice, I'm actually saving the Snowflake Chakram specifically for the Null Flash agents. Mostly because I don't have anything that's going to home in on them or anything, so it's best just to have them ready for that occurrence. And it looks like he's just in love with those Null Flash agents too, so... yeah, seriously, he's summoning Null Flash agents just endlessly. Which, yes, that is what a lot of Sura fights end up turning into is, oh, he summoned another wave of Null Flash agents. Guess I'll die. Alright, now we're on to the actual duel. Alright, you gonna come this way? Thank you. The other thing about the Snowflake Chakrams is because of how long they last, they'll do a good job at just doing passive damage. Alright, let's get out of here before he retaliates. Woo! And there we go, that's it. There you go, way, way better than the Hammer of Atlas run. Like I said, definitely not hammer time. That spell, I mean, I don't know how much more work they're going to be doing on rebalancing the spells, but that one definitely needs a rework. And again, my biggest problem with it is that when it strikes, it sends enemies in the direction essentially that the hammer is facing, which yes, that's accurate for physics, but for game mechanics, I would rather it just send enemies in the direction that I'm currently facing or currently moving would be better. Because otherwise, what you have is just an inconsistent mess, and then the enemies can just come in behind you and spear in your butt. Like, I don't have to pay attention to your hammer. So, yeah, no good Hammer of Atlas, but Shock Nova? There you go. And it proves what I was saying about Mach Stunner. Mach Stunner is a fantastic spell. Not necessarily by itself, because by itself it just kind of does the same thing as the Prickly Ballet. It just makes an area inaccessible to the enemies. But it also lasts longer and keeps enemies stunned for longer, so you can drop larger things on them, like, just off the top of my head, a fully charged Shock Nova. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching the run. I hope you enjoyed. Drop like, leave a comment, hey, subscribe if you want to. I'm also working on Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past randomizer runs, so if you like that sort of thing, drop on by for that, and I will see you guys in a future video. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.